Being creative in any aspect of life is not only good for the soul, but it could be the one thing you can always go to when you are feeling down. Sometimes that creativity runs wild, and you sort of enter into this realm of pure enjoyment and excitement. But other times that realm can seem pretty dull and uninspiring. Now, if it weren't for those lows, then the highs wouldn't be so ethereal. But that doesn't mean it's something you want to have happen. As important as they may be, those lows are really hard on a creative person, especially if they have turned their creativeness into a career. You start to feel empty and unamused of the one thing that you love to do, and everything around you can seem just as dull. For me, it's creating music, playing guitar, and making videos. But when one of those things seems to be black and white, the rest seem to follow. Feeling uncreative can leave you lying in bed a little longer than you'd like to be. You keep ignoring the alarm, knowing that once you get up, you will have to see if you're still in this creative funk, and this is not something we like to anticipate. So instead of facing it head on, we just lie there with our own self-deprecating thoughts, but it doesn't have to be that way. If you look hard enough, there's creativity in everything. When you're too busy thinking about what you should do or what's the next idea, the ideas are actually right in front of you if you just cleared your head and went on to do something else for a moment. Sometimes the creative spark isn't in what you are trying to do, it's elsewhere. Whether that be through a book, going for a walk with your dog, hanging out with your friends, or even listening to music. When you do these other things, your mind may pick up the slightest inspiration from a conversation with those friends, a line in a book that stuck with you, or from just watching the constant happiness from your dog. You could also get inspired through other creators' work. Every single person is inspired by someone or something, and if you have nothing left to take from that, then find another outlet to ignite the spark. This is also true with life experiences. For example, sitting in the same room all day and night, honing in on your craft can be a great thing during those highs. But when you sit there endlessly, struggling to come up with ideas and getting burnt out, it may be best to get a change of scene. Experiences are what drive the most creative people to create. It puts all those laughs, cries, terrors, and thrills all together to create something unique and inspiring. It's crazy all the ideas that can flood into your head simply by getting away from that one thing and going to do something else. When you come back to that one thing and there's still nothing there, then maybe try meeting or collaborating with other creators. When you are working on a project by yourself, you can only bounce your own ideas off one another. This works well for some people, but other times those people may need to collaborate or work with other creatives just to get the juices flowing. I know that some people prefer to work alone, but when you put these types of individuals into the same room, this can bring out an outcome much greater than what each person could have expected. Sometimes you can't make all the decisions. You have to let other people help you along the way, or else you'll be dragging your feet getting to the finish line. Some actually work better with groups of people. Look at all these amazing bands that have come out of the past 50 years or so. There's all this great success, but when they break up, how often does each of their solo projects take off? Sometimes there is even greater success. But most of the time, the band ends up getting back together because they realize they are better when they create together. Even if it's a one-off collaboration, getting the experience and meeting other people is what can lead you down into a life you never would have expected. And that's a good thing. Which brings me to another idea. Try something new. For those who don't know me, my name is Matt. I've been playing guitar for a little over 12 years now, and have learned other things along the way, such as producing, writing songs, and other music-related things. But sometimes my writing can feel dull or repetitive. This normally lasts a week or so, but when it lasts any longer than that, I try and do something else creative. This video is a product of that idea. I always knew I enjoyed making videos with B-roll. Am I any good at it yet? Well, I don't really care at the moment, but it's something I thought I'd try and do because it's different. During the process of coming up with ideas for the B-roll and script, I was flooded with all these other content or video ideas for the future. I have no idea why this happened, but it did. I came up with more guitar-related videos when I wasn't focusing on guitar-related videos. Not sure about the science behind that, but it's just a sign that it can possibly even work for you. Although I am a guitar player, this video can be paralleled to any creative doing or passion. If you broaden your horizons of what's possible with your creativity, you'll be shocked on how much you can really come up with. I hope these ideas can help you get out of whatever struggle you're going through at the moment, and if you are in the middle of a creative low, make sure you do not force yourself out of this rut. Of course, you can try things to help get out of it, but if you decide to keep prying at it when you aren't getting anywhere, you're going to burn out and you'll just dig yourself even deeper. Having a creative outlet is something I think everybody should have. There is something for everyone, whether you've found that thing or not. Try and look for it, but I bet you won't have to do that much looking once you open up to the idea and work at it. It will come. So stay creative and keep on playing.